Yeah, since I got a little bit of time, this is my Renault Zoe. I think it's Zoe, Z-O-E. It's another Zoe. So now it's in off the position. I'm gonna turn it on. Wham! So I need to put my brakes on. And you don't even know if the engine is on. It says it's on, so I got very little, like 79 kilometers left. Well, it's not meant to be a very I think when it was brand new it was like 180 to 200 kilometers, so it's around like 100 miles, something pretty short. But now that it's old, the battery obviously decays, but I think it just decays a little bit earlier in the beginning, and then now it's kind of stabilizes. So but it's actually, they built it very nice, very beautifully. Actually, these panels are very high quality. It's a white finish, you know, and these lights are pretty bright. It's plasticky, but it's in a cyberspace kind of way. It looks kind of like a spaceship. It feels like it too. So it looks like a mini spaceship, which I kind of like. You can look at the back. So these seats are actually huge, and it's actually a pretty monster big. That's why there's only so little. The console is like this small. I think I've seen the iMev. This got some really skinny seats. These are really thick ass like seats. Pretty big. They are big. They are thick. But of course, not a lot of leg room. But of course, you could pull this all the way in the very front. Let's go get out of here. I also like the crime, the little noise that makes, and then really like the headlights. It's really integrated. It's really here. It looks like really one piece. I'm a little dirty. This is a little plate. So as a result, lots of bird poop today. I had a good meter space, but good meter space means really under a tree and lots of poop. And yeah, I'll fix it later, man. So hopefully it'll rain soon. But it's really small. It's only like, look at these little small wheels here. I think it's only 15-inch. I could change it, I think, but I don't know if I want to. I think it'll like decrease the range if I change it. Look at this. It's really small. It's pretty small. Let's see if I could fit in there. Alright, just barely. So my knees are down here. Is it like all the way up front? All the way up? Yeah, it's definitely not that cozy in the back. I think it's better if you a regular 6-footer. I'm just a 6-footer with like pretty long legs. I think my limbs are more like a 6'2" kind of dude. 6'2", 6'3". Because and it comes with these like chargers. I think it's a little bit messy here. Got my laptops and everything. But yeah, the one level 2 charger and one like home plug charger. The home plug chargers are kind of useless here in Hong Kong unless I have a house, you know. I don't live in a single family home or a townhouse or something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's because it's a city car, you know what I'm saying? Here we have these highways. We do live next to a highway. And a maximum we could drive is 100 kilometers, right? These ones, there are some like bigger and faster ones, at most 130. So it's around like 55, 65, maximum 65 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? 65 already, like 70 is already like really pushing it. So these cars just, you know, we don't need it. And it's just the fact that it's like I'm here by myself. And, you know, all the time I'm here by myself. I like a car that is just you know, me in here, a little bit cozy. I don't really want I no longer want a really big car, because I don't feel like hauling stuff for people. I don't feel like taking that responsibility, you know. I mean, yes, I think it would be better if I actually get a literally a coupe, you know, something like that. It's really my next step, you know. Once I really want to relinquish all these I think relinquishing duties, it's a really good thing, because you don't have to, no longer have to take care of it, and you're happy. And that's what it is, really. If a car makes you pretty happy, you feel that freedom, you feel like that snuggliness, I feel good, you know. And I charged this up in a level 2 charger in Hong Kong, like for like $2.75 per hour. And I'm pretty much like, you know, unless I'm really out, I'll have a full charge, and I could hang out the whole day. I mean, think about it. Starbucks is $3 or something like that. It'll get me along almost the entire day, or even like 2-3 days if I'm really going to very little places, if I'm not leaving the island, you know. Should I drive this? I think I should. Just trying to get a parking space here before I don't think anybody's letting me to have one, so anytime soon. Whatever. I just go after this bike here. Yeah, these I don't think these are actually flip ups. Yeah, they don't flip up. That's my only complaint, that I don't get flip up mirrors. But it's a pretty small car, you don't really have to flip it up. It's not like an Audi Q7. I had an Audi Q7 before in Hong Kong. It's not a nightmare, but it's sometimes it really does require you to kind of you're next to a wall, literally you cannot get out. You might have to get out from the other side. I think here is a short I could totally just reach over and get out from there, even if it's in a really tight spot. I like the radio here. I think you got like a nice sat nav right here. Although you don't really need it, Google is 100 times better. But it's good that it's there. It's sitting there and uses like a little EV Renault card. I could have it, I don't have to have it. There are a lot of like car tech, luxury, stuff like that. Quite honestly, I feel like it's nice to have, but please don't let it break. If it breaks, like, I don't know how to replace it. Those type of headaches I don't really want to have, you know. I want everybody to go back to the basics. I think in life, everybody in life, man, we should just go back to the basics. The more complicated things are, the worse it is, and less likely you could enjoy life. I want to enjoy life to the maximum. It's a pretty lively acceleration. It's not like Tesla. Definitely not. And I really don't want to have a Tesla acceleration, because I just get a lot of speeding tickets. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, anybody who even claim to be the best drivers will get into an accident eventually. And if you are a big timer race car driver, right, you're gonna get into a big one, a big accident, compared to people that actually just kind of stroll along. I think I used to drive a little bit faster. Actually, I felt like I was pretty dumb. Actually, I was driving pretty fast in a Mitsubishi Galant back in the days. Yeah. Here's a McDonald's. And a double-decker bus. There's double-decker buses everywhere. They're like the regular Benzes in Hong Kong. I think for a we have lots of European cars for a Chinese or Asian city, which is like European stuff. There's another one. That's BMW 220. And there's a Tesla. I'm gonna pull over here, real queasy. And FYI, if you're having a charging problem, please, like, you know, this could be a problem like where you actually have the cigarette lighter use way too much batteries for the smaller battery, the regular car battery. If that is serviced well, then you don't have any problems. You shouldn't, well, unless some harness were damaged and stuff like that. Please don't let it drive through the floods. It's an electric car. I don't know, like, what type of electrical problems you have, but let's try to keep the fingers crossed. So I could use it for maybe a year or two. We'll see. You know, if like I make more money, get a much better electric car. But right now, meanwhile, this kind of kicks ass, you know. It looks pretty decent, you know. I guess unless you get a body kit or something, they'll look pretty aggressive. Get a body kit. If I get a body kit, I'll get some rims. I don't know. It hurt the range substantially, though. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, by the way, I heard there's also another really cool thing that I just realized today. Is that this actually can go all the way down to 0, and then it'll still drive for another 5 miles. So like, just don't worry about it if it's like down to like 2 kilometers or 5 kilometers, 0 kilometers. A red light will flash, from what I heard, and you can still keep on driving. They'll cut off like air conditioning, cruise control, all the luxury stuff. But hey, man, it's they have a lot of safeguards, Europeans. So don't worry about it. If this says like you charge it up to, and you only get 130, it's probably like you can actually do 150 or something like that, or even 160, pushing it. You know, just gotta have a light foot, you'll be fine.